friends, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So in today's video, I am excited. I'm excited because we're putting Clinique's newest concealer to the test. This is their Even Better All Over Concealer and Eraser. So this guy has a ton of claims. We're gonna find out if they're true or not. I'm gonna show you a demo, first impressions, application on this guy. I'm gonna wear for the whole day. I also have a corrected side with my Charlotte Tilbury corrector. So I've done a corrected side and a non-corrected side, and I'm gonna show you again just first impressions on this guy. I'm gonna wear it for the whole day, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you how this little baby held up. If that sounds fun to you and this is your first time here, my name is Gigi. Thank you so much for clicking on my channel. I hope to stay and subscribe for more. Click that red button below, and without further ado, let's start. Alright you guys, so let's get started. I am really excited because wow, he has claims. So this guy retails for 33 Canadian dollars, and again it is their Even Better All Over Concealer and Eraser by Clinique. It is a lightweight full coverage concealer that perfects and visibly corrects over time. So the coverage is full, the finish is natural, and the formulation is liquid and is meant to be good for all skin types. Some of the highlighter ingredients are vitamin C that is going to brighten and reduce the look of discoloration, has hyaluronic acid which is going to plump the appearance of fine dry lines, and it has caffeine which is going to energize the skin. It is free of parabens and contains less than 1% of synthetic fragrances. So this concealer instantly brightens, targets dark circles and dark spots, and blurs imperfections with staying power for up to 12 hours. It moisturizes quickly, continuously for up to 24 hours and smooth fine lines while visibly reducing under-eye puffiness all day and over time. For up to 12 hours, colors stay true and the formula doesn't stretch, crease, or settle. This concealer is also sweat and humidity resistant. Say what? So yeah, a ton of claims, you guys. I'm gonna show you how this guy applies in just a second, but all the claims on him are amazing. So let's move on into the application portion of the video, and then I'm gonna come back to give you my final first impressions, you know, on application, and then I'm gonna come back at the end of the day and show you how it held up. Hey friends, how are you doing? So today, exciting times. We're gonna be putting Clinique's new concealer to the test. We're gonna be doing it just like I like to do my concealer test. We're gonna do one side with corrector and one without, even though it's claiming to be full coverage. I always like to do that because sometimes even with corrector, the corrector side or the non-corrected side, sometimes it looks better. So we're gonna try that. I'm gonna apply my foundation real quick. I like to apply my foundation before I go in with concealer so that we don't apply too much concealer. Perfect. This Chanel foundation is really lightweight. I like it for summertime. Right. So we're gonna correct the right side of my under eyes, and I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury corrector. It is a super peachy tone. I really like this product, and I use it with most of my concealers, even though they do claim to be full coverage. So I picked up the shade WN48 Oud. I wasn't sure about the shades. They were really tricky to pick online, but that's what I could do. So let's go ahead and put on this side a little bit, and I think the shade is gonna be good. So the texture of the concealer is actually really lightweight, as it claims to be, but it covered well. But so now the real test. Let's do on this side just to see, and the color match is really good. I usually don't go with super brightening concealers because they do tend to emphasize my dark circles even more. So I like to get concealers that are close to my skin tone. Okay, so this is how we look like, and I don't know, I don't see a huge difference when it comes to them. What do you think? Do you think that the corrected side looks better or the other one? I don't see a huge difference, I'm gonna be honest. It is luminous. I don't know if you can see the luminosity that the concealer has, so I'm going to build it up on both sides because I'm not even happy with the coverage. I like my concealers to be really full coverage, especially if I'm going to wear eyeshadow. Sometimes if I don't wear eyeshadow, I don't mind. So I'm gonna be setting with my Collagen Dough powder, and I'm gonna be stamping that powder. I'm gonna do a generous amount like this on my brush. I'm tapping off a little bit of excess, and I'm gonna tap. So I'm really locking in this concealer. It's claiming to be 12 hours of wear, so we're gonna test that. I did apply a generous amount of powder. Now I'm just gonna lightly set everywhere else. Alright, so this is how we look like, and I think the concealer looks really good. It looks really natural, but I don't know if I'm in love with the coverage of it. I'm not going to lie, I like my full coverage concealers. This is a super thin consistency. It has good coverage, but I wouldn't call it full at all. I would say it is a good medium coverage. And yeah, so let me just finish off the rest of my face, and then I'm gonna come back and see if I feel a little bit better about this concealer. Alright friends, so as I mentioned, I really like how it's sitting underneath my eyes. It doesn't look creepy or cakey. It looks really nice, but it is not a full coverage concealer by no means. I really like that it looks really healthy and natural, and it is indeed not settling under my fine lines or like not looking creepy or cakey. So I really appreciate the look of it, but at the same time I keep thinking like, this is not full coverage for me. It is really lightweight. How are you gonna be lightweight and full coverage? To me, they don't really go together. I did try to build it up, and you saw that. So I did, you know, like did 2 layers of the concealer, and even though I did that, I didn't get full opacity. You know, with the coverage. I am content how it looks because my makeup today is looking really natural, and I'm okay with that for natural days. So this also is claiming to be like for an all over the face concealer, and it's gonna help your skin look better over time and everything like that. So I don't know, I didn't use it for my face because I don't really conceal too much with my base. I'm happy, so I only use it for underneath my eyes. But this could be nice for a day where I don't wear any makeup, and I will just go with this one. I forgot to mention it has a spongy applicator on the other, like here, and I didn't realize that, so we didn't even use it. But I think it comes in handy if you're traveling, or if you're gonna use it on, you know, for spot correcting some parts of your face. That could also be really nice. First impressions, I like it. I like that it's gonna self-hydrate throughout the day, and my under eye is not gonna look creepy, so we're gonna find that at the end of the night. But yeah, so far so good. We're gonna see how this guy holds up. I'm gonna be outside because it is really warm. It is a Sunday, so I'm gonna be outside with the kiddos, and we're gonna put him to the test. So I'm gonna see you guys in my final thoughts. Hey guys, and we're back, and it is 7:39 at night, and wow, it's been a long day. I put on this concealer at around 9:30, so it's been over 9 hours, 10 hours, I can't even count at this point. But ignore my greasy face because, as I mentioned, it's been a really long day, and I was outside the whole day, and I'm like super warm at this point. It is super lighty in here and warm, but I'm ready to wrap up this video and give you my final thoughts. So I really liked how the concealer looks. I liked that indeed the claims on it to be self-hydrating and whatnot and not look creepy and lightweight and not be heavy. I agree with all those claims. I think it's a really nice lightweight concealer, but I don't agree that it's full coverage at all. I never felt happy with how my under eyes were covered. I need more coverage than this. So if you're someone that likes lightweight concealers, you're gonna really enjoy this. I think it looks really pretty. When I first applied the concealer, even myself, I was looking at the mirror and I'm like, I kind of like it, but at the same time I don't. So I feel like this is gonna be a concealer that I wear when I have really light makeup days. Not even like today. I wasn't happy with the coverage, and I don't know, I hate it. I am super picky with the coverage of my concealers because I have such bad dark circles that I feel like I just look tired and dull when a concealer don't really cover them, you know what I mean? So this concealer really reminds me of the Kosas, which I did a full review on. I'll leave it up there, but same story. This is claiming to be like a really good ingredients. It's clean and it is like an eye cream for you on a concealer pot. So that's so dreamy to me. You know, like if you didn't wear an eye cream that morning, you just go on with your concealer. I mean, that's amazing. This is thicker. This is medium coverage. This one I would say it is really lightweight, but it is a medium coverage as well. So they do feel similar in my opinion, but I'm gonna be honest, I tried these maybe 2 or 3 times after I did my review and I never looked back at it. So I feel like it's gonna be the same story with this one, and I hate to waste this concealer and not use it. So I'm not sure, you guys. At this point I'm torn a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to keep using it. I may give it 1 or 2 shots more, but it's just not the coverage that I look for in a concealer. If this did claim to be a medium coverage, I would not pick it up. I picked it up for my review because it claimed to be full coverage, and that's just being super honest with you all, because I don't want to waste packaging. You know, like if I return it, they're gonna put it in garbage, so it is such a waste. I hate it. But at the same time, if the companies are claiming to be something and then they're not, it's really hard for me to, you know you know what I mean. I did wanted to also point out that my mascara did smudge a little bit more than usual, and it is because how hydrating this concealer is. So I think this concealer is going to be great for really mature under eyes and like people that has just mature, you know, like lines underneath your eyes. I do have lines like everyone else at this point, and it is not really like sitting creepy or anything. I didn't feel like it really settled on them or anything. So I think it's a really nice concealer, but again, I don't think it's the concealer for me because it just doesn't cut it. My favorite concealers at the moment are my Pat McGrath. Where is it? Okay, I don't have it right here. It is my Pat McGrath, you know, concealer, and then I also love the Jouer concealer, which are really full coverage concealers. Full coverage. And that's it, my friends. Those were my thoughts on this Clinique concealer. Let me know what you think of the concealer. What do you think, how it looked whenever I first applied it, what it looks right now. Let me know anything that comes to mind. Just drop me a comment. Thank you so much for your love and support. Do not forget to share, like, and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you next time. Bye, friends.